for a few days now and are working on adjusting to the new camper. We started in California, we're making the trek out to Alabama, currently in Texas, crossing this beautiful lake, and just, it's gonna take a little bit of time.
I do love the sound of the diesel engine.
Yes, I do too. Although I have been thinking about adding some insulation in here to keep the sound down. Because on the highway after a while, there's a lot of droning noise.
But I do love having this truck cab. It's very comfortable.
Yes, it's been really nice. And I have to say, despite the fact that we don't have a pass-through, I'm enjoying having the hanging closet in the back, the storage, easy access to a lot of things that previously in our vans were buried, either in the garage space or somewhere else. Now we can have things out front that we use when we're driving or that. The rest of the stuff goes back in the camper. Everything so far has been easy to access. It just, we've misplaced a few things. And it's funny, you don't think you can do that in such a small space, but trust me, you can. Here in Texas is nice and cheap. It's $2.51, but regular gasoline is $1.87. The nice thing with this truck is I can pretty much put in any diesel I want. Biodiesel, regular diesel, whatever. It doesn't matter to this truck. Kate is going to dump our cassette. Nice thing about these is you can dump them in a toilet or at an RV dump station.
Easy.
Well, I like the fact that where the toilet is right there, you can access it without having to climb into the camper.
That is helpful.
All set?
Gotta make sure it's back in its mount.
And yes, don't worry, Kate is going to wash her hands.
I think there is a town about 15 miles up ahead.
Okay.
Look how beautiful this drive is. It reminds me of Louisiana.
So Kate is gonna unlatch the top and push it up. I would help her if I wasn't holding the camera. Right, babe?
That's right. But it's really easy.
Yeah.
There's 6 latches. 2 on the front, 2 on the side, and 2 on the back.
These are a little bit more tricky.
Because I can, I'm just gonna use the tire and get up.
So the first step is just push up on one side of the roof. And it kind of locks into place there. And then using that bar to kind of assist, push up, push, and there it goes. So one of the differences really between this and a van or some other campers is, again, there's no pass-through. So that's a big adjustment for us, having to get out of the cab, come back here to make lunch or anything else. Before, we could just park, flip our seats around and go to work or make lunch or make coffee, things like that. Now we kind of have to plan it out a bit more. Is there anything you need from the truck?
Nope.
That's another thing. You have to remember to grab whatever you want from the truck before you get back in the camper and vice versa. Otherwise, you're climbing up and down.
Need to move all the stuff on this dinette because my cooking gear is under there. It's one of the things I'm trying to figure out is where to keep all this stuff. For now, it's going here. The nice thing is I've got it in a Tupperware, so it's easy to get it in and out.
Well, for the bedding, we could leave the comforter on, except we have this 3-inch mattress topper. So if we were to keep both on there, it'd prevent us from putting the top down.
When we're driving, we're storing the Berkey on top of our indoor shower area. So if there's any spillage, it'll drain. But when we're set up, I move it over here. It's an easy way to get water.
For those who don't know, a Berkey is a water purifier. Put the water in the top, comes out the bottom.
I'm very glad you installed that gray tank.
Thank you.
It's very nice when we're pulled over at a Walmart to make lunch that we don't have to run out there with the collapsible gray tank bag and have it hang off the side of our camper.
I'll have to show everyone my installation at some point.
Yes. In the future, we'll do a kind of roundup of all the modifications we make to our camper as we figure things out.
I was just telling Kate, I don't want to use the word frustrated, but I feel like I'm kind of going through that awkward stage of living out of this camper. I was trying to get all my coffee stuff together and I was just getting frustrated with where things were, how they're placed. And I was telling her, I think it's going to take me some time of reorganizing and making the things I use every day easier to access and grab for me, and putting the things I don't use as often to the back, or figuring all of that out. I went through the same thing when we moved into our Class A, same thing when we moved into our Class B. I even went through the same thing when we moved into the house. I think it's normal. It just takes me at least some time to really get that flow in things I was talking about earlier in the video. Well, I think it's time we get on the road. We need to get some propane. It was quite cold last night. It got below freezing and we haven't filled up the propane tanks yet. So we were just snuggled up under the comforter for warmth.
Hey.
All right, the vent is open, I noticed.
Vent?
The one right up there.
Oh, thank you. This is why we make checklists.
Yes.
Okay, so the Berkey is strapped down, the trash is strapped down. Now I have to latch this.
So time-wise, how do you think this compares to the van?
You mean getting packed up?
Yeah,
It definitely takes longer.
but not much. A few minutes?
I don't know. I think part of it is we're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Need some help?
Let me get this side.
This would also be much easier if our truck wasn't raised up as much as it is.
There we go. Working on my upper body strength.
If this thing had stock suspension and stock tires, you could pretty much just reach up and do it.
Yeah. We've got 34-inch tires.
Yes.
Okay, let's go get propane.
All right.
Do you need help?
No, I got it. Total of 4.5 gallons between these two cans.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Should last us for a while. Ooh, it'll be exciting to run the propane heater tonight.
Yes. All right. All set. Back on the road.
Got another hour to go, honey.
No problem. Oh, man, it's cold. Well, let me turn on the propane. Let's get the top up and crawl into bed. the inaugural run of our furnace. It might be a little stinky because we haven't run it before.
Well, we should put the vent on, or fan.
Well, let's see.
What are you setting it to?
High. I say we set it maybe like 60 during the night.
What's the temperature right now? It is
45.
with 48% humidity. We should probably run our dehumidifier tonight. It'll definitely get a little moist in here.
It's drawing 7.9 amps.
And what are our batteries at?
100%. So it's saying at running like this right now, it would take, let's see, 1 day.
To drain them? Okay. All right, well, while that's kicking on, I'm gonna make our bed.
Okay.
Feels nice and toasty in here.
Yep, it's getting warm. All right, well, let's brush our teeth and head into bed. It's been a long day on the road.
Do you want to leave the Berkey over here?
Sure, we can leave it there. I feel like if we put it over next to the bed, one of us might knock it over if we get out of bed in the middle of the night.
Plug in the dehumidifier. It would help if I turned the inverter on.
Yes, it would.
There we go. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I don't know if you need to film this piece. Buenos dias.
Good morning. What time is it?
I think it's almost 8:30.
Uh-oh, we better get up. I have to say, the one thing I don't have to adjust to is this bed. It is super comfortable with the mattress topper we put on, and I'm completely stretched out and not touching the other wall. That is really nice. Something I've not had in a van in a long time. All right, I guess I should get up, make some coffee.
Yes, please. I'm ready for tea. I even have the kettle set up. It's ready to roll.
How long have you been up?
About an hour or so.
Man. Okay. Camera off, please.
If you insist.
So I haven't asked you this yet, but do you mind wiping down the condensation?
I don't mind it. It's part of I've worked it into my morning routine. I mean, when we decided to go with this style of camper, I mean, based on all of our research, we knew there would be condensation we'd have to deal with. So it's something I expected. So I guess I don't mind it. I think it's just finding a good routine and way to manage the condensation so we minimize it. I mean, what I've noticed is there's always condensation up here, and then condensation between the thermal pack and this material. So if I just take a really absorbent towel every morning and wipe it down, and then we run the fan for a little bit, it dries out fairly quickly.
Okay, grinder. Oops.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to dig for that later.
What happened?
I moved something and it slid back behind everything. That was kind of... I should go get it now before I forget where it is.
Excuse me. I like this bungee cord. It's multi-purpose.
So one thing I'm starting to learn about the storage in this space is it's best if you can compartmentalize things. Like, Kate put all my coffee gear in this box that we had. And what I love is I don't have to dig around for all this stuff. I just pull the box out and then I can use it. Because there's a lot of storage. It's just organizing that storage and making it work for you. You know, I have to say that despite some of the challenges, I'm really excited about this camper. I love the space, I love the layout, I love the huge bed, and of course I love Leo, big truck just rumbling down the road. So I'm really excited about this. Yes, there's gonna take some adjustment on our part, but what doesn't? So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to see more cool content, head on over to our website at we'retherussos.com. We'll see you next time. Bye.